More than good.
Kinda great.
Kind of great.
Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave.
Brave. Brave.
Living free. Wanna die when I'm 123. Really wish that all my heroes would notice me, so I could be one of the greats on a big stage, inspiring people to pray and give thanks. 'Cause somehow we made it. We're always protected while building our legacy. Travel the world. These baby girls. Sorry, my best friend. I'm manifesting. I'm not concerned. 'Cause whatever happens, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Don't be shy. Say hi.
Kinda great. Even on the bad days, I thank God for making me brave. Brave.
Hello, hey, hi. Welcome to... Not me having to swallow in the middle of my sentence. Welcome to Live Out Loud, a daily live stream for 100 days. Today is day... I thought I said it wrong. Oh my gosh, that's how tired my brain is right now. Today's day 21. So it's been 21 days so far of going live every single day. Hey. So yeah. Today it's just Friday. It's a relaxed Friday for me. I don't know, how's Friday for you? How's the week been? Just let me know in the chat. I will be checking in just a second. But I meant the evening is relaxed. Honestly, like my day has been so hectic. So hectic. Like I'm still recovering from it. Like my body is still asking me, what was that? What was that? But yeah, had a pretty hectic day. I'm just gonna turn the music down or off, whichever one. So I just thought I'd come on here and just have like a chill sort of I nearly said section, a chilled session, say hi, see how you guys are doing, what energy you have for the week or for the weekend, and things like that. So I'm just gonna check in on the chat really quickly before I continue. But yeah, let me just check actually what else we've got to so it is okay, so I've got a couple questions I want to say that I want to reflect on. So it's more like reflecting on the week and reflecting on going forward and stuff. So I've got a couple things. And if you do you do journaling? Because I actually don't anymore. But I really found it useful when I was having like some tough days with my eyesight, or when I would have like flare-ups and everything, because I didn't really have much else to do. So I found it really helpful to journal, just kind of get my feelings out, and not just feelings but like arrange my thoughts, as it were. So if you journal, definitely maybe get your journal out, and if not, you can just, like, I don't know, put some answers in the chat if you feel like it, if you feel like sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. But yeah, let me just check quickly on the chat. I'm gonna use my phone here rather than this one, because it's a bit easier. Like I don't have to be, in your face trying to read it. Also, it kind of works easier because I can bring it right up to my face as well, and I can zoom in all the way I want to. But also sometimes this phone glitches. So yeah. So someone asked, have you ever been to Paris? I'll have to think about it. No, I haven't been to Paris. Let me see. Where have I been that is in Europe? Amsterdam. Oh, and Oslo, just naming cities. So those are the two places I've been in Europe. hello something lit. Top too lit. Yeah. Hey Arthur, how you doing? Thank you for saying hi. Um, hey top up too lit. You know what? Let me tell you something. Just a slight tangent. If you're new here, right, you would understand why I am reluctant to read some names when they look like they're arranged a little bit differently. Do you know if you watch The Simpsons, put a TV emoji in the chat. Did you watch The Simpsons when you were younger? Like you were younger. I don't know. Do they still show this? I don't know when they stopped showing The Simpsons, if they did stop. But like, when Bart Simpson, I have to think what was his name. Bart Simpson used to call Moe's Tavern and do those practical jokes. Like he would say, "Oh, can you pass the phone to blah blah blah?" And he would say a name, and the name would be, if you say the name together, it would mean something else, and then Mo would look really silly. So it's like, "Oh, can I speak to someone called Ben Dover?" And then Mo would be shouting, "Hey, is there a," and then he would say that name, "Is there a so and so in here? Is there a so and so that someone's on the phone for? Is there a so," and then it would dawn on him at some point, like, oh my God, because everyone would be laughing. So yeah, basically that's happened to me a couple times, because before this I was doing Live a Little, which is another 100-day live challenge, and that happened to me a couple times, that someone would be like, "Oh, say hi to blah blah blah, shout out to blah 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 from this and this place," and they would hide it really nicely in between the rest of the sentence. So then I would say, and I'm like, wait. And you know what I mean? I can like take jokes as much as anybody else. I can find jokes funny. I can laugh at things. I'm good for a laugh too. But when it gets to a point where the words are things I would never ever say, that's when it was like a bit like, nah, mm-mm. That is now just disrespectful. You can Bart Simpson, Mo Tavern, prank people all you want, but it doesn't have to get to a point where it's actually disrespectful. But anyway, also not just on top of that, like restricted type, like I don't want any problems. I want peace. I want peace. I don't want problems. So saying certain things in a certain way might mean that I've said something else which I haven't. So I try not to read, like I'm reluctant basically to read a name if it looks like it's been organized a different way. So just trying, I'm coming from a good place. It's coming from a good place, just trying to do this right. But yeah, so the person who put in all the YouTube play button emojis and explosive, I'm gonna say, boom, then yeah, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Um, that doesn't make sense, Arthur. That literally doesn't make sense, but okay. It's Friday, so I guess that's where you are. Um, hi, hey, Edie's. How you doing? Okay, and I answered the Paris one. Um, yeah, see, I'm reluctant to say hello to, when someone is so specific about say this, say that. It's not an explosive, it's a medal. Ah, well, thank you. This is why I should use this is why I should use my other phone. My other phone, this one, the one you guys are on. Like I feel like it would tell me a lot better, because now I'm just zooming in. Oh, thank you. Okay. Blind girl moment. It's fine. We can all laugh about it. Okay, so, and hey, hey bright kid, how you doing? Good to see you here again. So guys, I had like a couple like questions I wanted to kind of ask myself, or you can ask yourself as well, to kind of reflect on the week. And it's really a super quick one, honestly, because I'm exhausted, and obviously we have to do this every day. We need to catch up. My mind will not rest until we do. I'm still, I was gonna say I'm still fully still in the outfit from the day, but actually I did change some of it and relax a little bit. Like I'm a little bit in loungewear at this point. But so yeah, you can join in. Feel free to join in if you want to. Hey Gotro, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, feel free to join in if you want to. But also know it would really help if you joined in because get the conversation going and please like, oh my gosh, I always forget to say this. Please like the live, like the stream. What's the other thing? Like, share it, subscribe if you're new, and all of that good stuff that will help us grow around here and will help boost the channel so we can grow. I said grow already. I think I meant a different type of grow, like growth, like personal growth. But yeah. So here we go. Okay, I'm gonna start with the first question if I can find my way to it. Oh yeah, and we always have an affirmation of the day. And do you know what? Yeah, because yesterday I forgot the affirmation, we're gonna start with that today because I was so unamused. Like I switched off the stream. I was like, oh no. Oh, I didn't do the affirmation. And it just doesn't hit the same way. If I just write the words in community posts, it's okay, it's nice, but it's just not the same. Like, it's not the same. So the affirmation of the day for today, we'll start with that, is I honor my energy by knowing when to show up and when to rest. I honor my energy by knowing when to show up and when to rest. Um, so yeah, this hold on. Okay. It's basically, to me, it's about knowing, when to show up, like knowing when to push for what it is that you want, like show up for yourself and knowing when to be like, okay, I've done everything that I can. I need to take a step back. I need to relax. I'll say for example, today, I'm like, I'm honoring my energy, right? Because I knew I'd have a super busy up and down sort of day, which I did. But also I had to like set up my, time so that I can make some proper time for this chat with you guys for the live stream. So I organized myself accordingly, got bits and bobs done, got things in place, and also I'm planning to watch like a movie or a show or something on Netflix later after this, which is why I'm like, this is gonna be a super quick one, guys, just super quick, saying hi. So yeah, like just to wind down essentially. But yeah, just you should I guess you should look at how much energy and capacity you have. There we go. I got the sentence out in the end, didn't I? Got there in the end. But yeah, you should look at how much capacity you have as a person. You're a person, you're not a robot. Organize things around that accordingly, and you deserve to rest. So absolutely plan for rest. The rest is in there amongst all the plans, okay, like just as important. But yeah, so I'm going to move on to this mini reflection section or session, whichever one. And I want to encourage you guys to share in the chat as well if you want to, or if you feel comfortable, sort of your answers to these questions. But I'm obviously I'm sharing with you guys. I'm saying it out loud. I'm not going to be writing in a journal and be like, okay, so the question is this. I'm sharing with you guys, so because I don't mind. So the first one is need to scroll to find it. Okay, so the first one is, what moment this week made me feel most like myself? What moment this week, like, so you're meant to think about it for yourself, like, what moment this week made you feel most like yourself? So for me, I would say, what moment this week made me feel most like myself? Um, it's weird, but I'd say probably yesterday with the meetings that I had. Yeah, probably the meetings I had yesterday, and a combination of that and when I had meetings at my kids' school as well. Because I feel like when I feel like I've done, all the things, like I'm a mom first, and then I do all these other things. So when I feel like I've done both all within the same week, sometimes within the same day, it's like, yes, that's me. That's who I am. So for me, yeah, like when I say meetings, I mean like bits and bobs for the work and bits and bobs that I do. And yeah, and just doing mom things as well at the same time. Like I love that. I love that. I love when I'm able to do those things. So maybe you can share in the chat what moment this week made you feel most like yourself. Um, and the next one is, hang on, let me just look at the time. I think I need to do something for my daughter. Hang on just a second. They're awake. They are awake. It's what do you call it? It is it's Friday. It's Friday, so they are allowed up a bit longer than usual. Okay, there we go. Um Let me see. I can see there's some chat going on, so I'm just gonna check the chat quickly first before I continue. Um, is who from China? Who are you asking? Is who me? Um, okay, here comes the next question, which is, did I do something brave or out of my comfort zone this week? And for me, the answer is usually a resounding yes. um Here's the thing, and this is what I talk about as well with Live Out Loud. Here's the thing, when my eyesight became what it is, or what it was becoming when it started basically, that was kind of my prompt to do more, to not stop myself, to not hold myself back. I always say there's nothing like going blind to make you see clearly. you know so every single week, really, maybe every day, there's something I'm not too comfortable doing. And I don't mean just, I don't know, walking from point A to point B, making a cup of tea, whatever, like I always say, because those things as well did used to exist outside my comfort zone. But I mean, like, other things that maybe I'll share one day. Not maybe, I will share at some point. But yeah, like every week I found that I'm doing things outside my comfort zone. And you know what I found? I found that like I'm becoming less afraid of things, less afraid to do things rather, and also less afraid to look silly. Although I was out today and I was vlogging, but for some reason, for some of the time anyway, like the first initial stage, I was like, whoa, what if people see me vlogging? What if people see me, vlogging, talking to a camera and talking things? It's not like I was even talking about anything specific or anything, I don't know, that I would find more personal to the people, to my community, to like you people who know me. It's not even that. It's just people might see me saying things like hi to a camera like this. So yeah, like sometimes definitely my brain does go back into that, you know, zone, but I find that the more each day goes by and the more things I do outside of my comfort zone, the more sort of determined, the more resilient I become, which obvious math if you think about it. The more things that I do, the less I'm scared, the more fearless I am, and so on and so forth. And I'm hoping, and one of the main things I always say, I'm hoping to kind of pass these on to my children, pass these things on to my children. It's like, well, mommy's not afraid to look silly or say that she doesn't know something, or trying something new, or do you know what I mean? So we just need a more fearless future generation, I feel. Not fearless like doing, bad things. But just confidence, in terms of confidence and self-assuredness. That's the same thing, confidence, self-assuredness, purpose, things like that. So anyway, yeah, so I have done um probably more than one or two things this week that are outside of my comfort zone, and I'm super proud of myself for that. Even this, by the way, even this is somehow outside of my comfort zone. This stream, go switching the camera on every day and talking, it is kind of outside my comfort zone. So sometimes it can be that simple. Um, how did I handle stress and what helped me get through? How did I handle stress? I sleep. I slept when I could. As soon as it was possible to sleep, I slept. And another way for me is just kind of taking 10 minutes in the beginning of the day and 10 minutes at the end of the day of just woosah. um, so yeah. What do I want to leave behind? What do I want to leave behind this week? I want to leave behind allowing stress to actually get to me, and not just stress like, yeah, stress like little things like that. Little things that end up building and becoming a whole stressful thing. Like I need to stop overthinking, like I'm always talking about. I'm trying so hard to get out of that habit. Sometimes the overthinking, literally my brain just it literally shuts down. What's that sound for shutting down? Um, that's my brain. That's my brain sometimes when I overthink things. And so I really just would like to leave that behind this week, because I would say really 99% of the time when I've spent so much time overthinking things, it has been once I've gotten through whatever the thing is, it has been like, oh, well, that was okay. I actually did okay. Oh, okay. That was fine. What was I so worried about? That was fine. So, yeah, I really want to leave that behind this week. And then also procrastinating. I want to leave procrastinating behind this week because I've been meaning to do my hair. I need to do my hair. So I'm trying to leave that behind this week and like really do things, be more proactive in terms of things that I want to do for me. Usually good at doing things for other people, but when it comes to things for me, I always just like postpone it, postpone it, postpone it, put it, shift it around and so on and so forth. But yeah. And then finally, the final reflection or reflective question is what energy do I want to bring into the weekend? Into the weekend, I want to bring like a relaxed sort of vibe. I'm not, this is the irony, like many years back in a different lifetime, a Friday would not be something that sounds like this for me. Okay, it would be music, it would be I'm getting ready to go somewhere, or I would be somewhere, considering that what's the time now? It's 9:54, so I would either be somewhere or be getting ready to go somewhere, literally. So that's Friday and Saturday, and sometimes even the Thursday. So, I'm not trying to bring energy into this weekend. Like I'm really a lot more about let's just have calm and relaxed weekend. Like I really value resting a lot more. And sometimes I think sometimes we feel like embarrassed, or we feel like we didn't do anything because we rested, or we didn't do anything because we didn't do much. But when you don't do much, you know what you're doing? You're resting. You're letting your body like recover and recuperate and recharge and all of that. So I am recharging this weekend, but I also have a few things that I need to do anyway, some preparation bits that I need to do. So I'll be probably busy doing those as well. But yeah, I just don't want to plan anything else around it. Like, oh yeah, and I need to do, and yeah, I've got hair to do. I need to do my son's hair. So yeah, there's a few things to do. Okay, fine. I say recharge. I mean, I'm not leaving the house. I'll stay in the house. That's what I mean. But I'll sure be very busy in the house, but at least I'll stay in. And I don't know, like I do definitely get restless quite a lot, and I'm like I need to go outside, I need to go for a walk, I need to go, because now I know I have the freedom to do that. when my eyesight wasn't, when I had the flare-ups and everything, I wasn't able to do that, at least not independently, and or rather I didn't know how to do that. So now that I can, it's kind of like, I want to go for a walk, I want to go do this, I want to go do that, I wanna go, you know, usually for a walk. Honestly, going for a walk is just it for me. More than enough. But yeah, let's see. So yeah, that's all the reflective sort of questions for the week. And I think I might do this regularly. Maybe not on the stream. It might be on a video. It might be in the community post, in the community tab rather. But I think a good way to end the week is to like reflect on where you are mentally and physically and emotionally. Check in with yourself. Literally, that's what it is. Just checking in with yourself. Don't just, you know, autopilot go through life. It's really important to look after yourself. It's important to look after yourself. But yeah, so on a lighter note, on a lighter note, I'm gonna go and watch something. I don't know what I'm gonna go and watch, you know. I just know that I'm gonna switch on Netflix and I'm gonna watch something. And I really don't want to watch a reality show. Like I really don't want that to be what it is I end up watching, because usually if I don't have a direction, that's what I end up doing. So what I will do, I'll see if hubby wants to join me. Like I'll see if we can watch something together, or I'll ask him to like suggest something. I don't know. Do you guys know, it's definitely gonna be Netflix. 100% gonna be Netflix. So if you know any like interesting show to wind down with, um I'm open to binge watching a series, if I'm honest with you. I'm not like sleepy now or anything, and I don't feel like going to bed. But what I do feel like doing is like just having a nice warm shower and just like getting into the coziest clothes, get the blankie, sit on the sofa and watch something for hours. It's been one of those days, you know, when you just want to kind of get lost in something. So I really want to watch something, but I don't want it to be a reality show, because I don't know, those I fall asleep nowadays watching reality shows, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want to fall asleep. I want to be thoroughly entertained. Let me tell you what I used to watch. It's like I want it to be like a comfort show, and one comfort show for me back in the day used to be Jane the Virgin. I loved watching Jane the Virgin, and what's the other one that's similar to that? Ugly Betty. Ugly Betty, Jane the Virgin, those used to be, I loved those shows. Desperate Housewives was really good. Did anybody watch Desperate Housewives back in the day? That was really good for that as well. Um, and what else? The Big Bang Theory. I've rewatched that series so many times. The Big Bang Theory. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love that show. And yeah, I mentioned the Upshaw's. Oh my gosh, Upshaw's the other day, but I don't know. Like I'm not at rewatching it stage just yet. And then something else I rewatched recently, like as a comfort show, like you know, I just said like a binge watch, just relax, get cozy, and watch something and be thoroughly entertained. I rewatched Girlfriends and Moesha as well. Girlfriends and Moesha. Oh, so good. So good. But I didn't finish watching Moesha before they took it off Netflix. I was so mad. And Girlfriends, like I was hoping they would keep it on there so I can just go back and watch it anytime. But I've tried rewatching Friends, but Friends didn't quite do what it was supposed to do. But yeah, like just I need to find something to watch. I might just go and scroll and maybe keep watching something I've been watching. Um but yeah, that's it for me. That's my evening, you know. Go and relax, go and unwind. Yeah, and guys, just remember that rest is so important. Rest is best, as my daughter's always saying. So yeah, I just realized I never even looked at the chat for a long, long time. Long time. Oh my. Um, okay, let me see if I missed anything. Let me see. Oops. Um, let's see. The Last of Us. Okay, The Last of Us. the Landman, Better Off Ted. Oh my gosh, Lost. I watched it. Is Lost the very one? The Lost, the show Lost. I watched it back in the day. Like I remember it was on Channel 4, and I used to wait for it every week. I couldn't wait for the episode, for the latest episode. Like, Lost was mad. Oh my gosh. I should go and watch Lost. But you know what happened? I never finished watching Lost. I watched up until, did I get to season 3 maybe? 2 or 3, I think that's where I got to. And I feel like it got a bit mind-boggling and a bit, I don't know, what did I get sucked into? Maybe I got sucked into like Scandal and all these other shows, maybe, I don't know, but I never finished watching Lost, you know, so I don't even know what happened. But I remember, this is the problem. When I start watching a show, I'm usually convinced that I'll finish watching it. So I never, ever, ever want any spoilers. I never want to see what else is happening. But I remember accidentally putting it on the channel when it's on, and I was seeing like the walls were talking or something underneath the underground on some. I don't know, like it looked like some alien situation. So I was like, what? What? How did we get here? How did we go from an airplane? I think the airplane crashed, yeah, on an island, being stranded on an island, which looked like nobody had ever been there, to huh? Technology? What? Like, what's happening? But yeah, I will definitely go back and try and finish watching Lost. Let's see. Ooh, The Last of Us I've heard about. The Wire. Oh my gosh, yeah. The Wire. Okay, okay, listen, don't like eat me, but I've never say eat. Don't eat me, but you know what? I've never watched The Wire. Not one episode, not nothing. I've never watched The Wire, so that would be a good place to start. But I don't know if it's on Netflix. It might have to be. I might have to look for a streaming service, but I'll check if it's on Netflix. And let's see, The Last of Us. Yeah, I think I might start with The Last of Us if I'm honest with you. What's this one? Righteous Gemstones. Ooh. Um. You have some really good recommendations, Bruce Wayne. Really, really good recommendations there. Okay. Um, what's another one? Let me see. Oh, I didn't finish reading that message. HBO. I think HBO has the best. Mm, I think I think all the channels now have like streaming services, don't they? So I might be able to get it. The Sopranos? Do you know what? um Wait, what's the other one? What's the other gangster movie series that everyone likes to talk about? Is it apart from Sopranos? I feel like there's another one. I can't remember now. But yeah, those have never really been my bag, you know. Like I love being thoroughly entertained. Oh, I remember Prison Break was good. So, okay, here's the thing. I can watch things across the whole spectrum of things that are entertaining, like funny, suspense, thriller, not horror, never horror. Um and I think that's what put me off Lost a little bit. I was like, you're a bit heading into the territory of the things I don't like watching. So, but in general, like for some reason, the gangster movies just never did it. And I never tried it, so I don't know if I can actually say that they never did it for me. Why can't I remember what it's called? It's completely gone. It nearly came back as well for a minute there. Here's what I do. I keep 2 services at a time and go through them. When they get old, I swap. Ah, Squid Game. Okay, so Squid. I didn't watch Squid Game either. Or Squid Games. I didn't watch that either, so that's something I could try. Um, I don't know. I feel like again it's heading too much towards me being a little bit panicky, like, oh, oh my gosh, oh no, oh no. I love a plot twist as much as the next person. I think I'm more into shows that are more like dramas with plot twists. Um, do you know This Is Us? Yeah. Okay, it's not necessarily the epitome of what would describe what it is that I like to watch, but I want to say that This Is Us hooked me from beginning to end. Like, I never took a break. I was there waiting for the next one and the next one, literally right there. Oh, and Game of Thrones. Those ones, like right there I never ever got bored ever. And you can see they're a bit on different sides of things, but all of it I think has a lot to do with people. People and strategy and decisions people make that change their whole, I don't know, uh their life. You know, I say people, okay, characters and things, the choices they make, I know they're not real people, obviously. But yeah, so I like things like that. And Scandal, you know, Scandal is like a political drama. Do you know what, if you're new here, you should go and watch the stream I did when I talked about The Diplomat. The Diplomat. And if you see like how I was talking of how I reviewed it, not reviewed, like how the lessons that I got from it, you'll kind of see where I'm coming from when I say how I watch things is a little bit different. It's not just like entertainment value, like, whoa, ha ha ha, this happened, that happened, okay, ha ha, you know, it's not just that. Even literally The Big Bang Theory, it could have just been that, a comedy, but no. But no. Not with Sylvia. Sylvia has to go ahead and dissect everything. But I think it's part of my love for storytelling. Honestly, that's what it really is. It's just storytelling, and people and life and all of that. But yeah, these are some really good ones. Thank you for the amazing, amazing suggestions. The Last of Us is where I'm gonna start. For sure, for sure. Um Squid Games, um, let me see. I'll see about Squid Games. I'll try and watch something. I'll try and watch like maybe a couple episodes of Squid Games and see how I feel about it. Um, Netflix is all right, you know. They've got quite a lot going on. Oh, hey, Sumin, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Um, Don't forget to like. Well, I always forget to say that. Please like the stream. It would really, really help me out. And subscribe if you're new and let other people know. If anything, they can tune into the last part where we're literally just talking about TV shows as opposed to the first part where it was like, okay, so how was your week? Okay, so this is what I think I could have done better this week. You know, if you're not here for the check-in, then you can be here for the movie and TV show chat. um but yeah, do you know what? I will say this though, if Netflix decides to bring back something like Ugly Betty, oh my god, if they bring back Desperate Housewives, I will 100% rewatch it, 100%. And which was the other one, Ugly Betty, or is it Jane the Virgin? Which one do I mean? Both are set up in a bit of a telenovela sort of style, but I really loved the way they did Jane the Virgin. I really loved that. So I'll definitely rewatch that 100%. I used to love that show. Like, I'm trying to remember, there's something I used to watch, yeah, that would stress me out. Like, I would feel so. How to Get Away with Murder. I used to watch that. Oh, can I even say that word on can I say that word on YouTube? I don't know, but yeah. How to Get Away with, you know, that movie, the one with Viola Davis. It's not a movie, sorry, that series. I watched that, right? And it would stress me out. You know, when you're watching something and literally you feel nervous energy, like stressed. I don't I don't know how else to explain it, but the word is stressed, right? So I would finish watching that, but because I really liked it, I would watch it, but I would make sure I have something else lined up. Like I said, The Big Bang Theory, but my favorite thing to have lined up was Jane the Virgin. So I would make sure I would watch the new episode, right? right before watching Jane the Virgin. Like that's the note I would end my evening on. Like I would watch How to Get Away with, you know, that one, and then watch Jane the Virgin. And by the time I finish watching that, like my heart is all happy and settled. Like, ah, what a lovely show that was. What a pretty beautiful world. Because you know, if you know Jane the Virgin, you know it's like literally it's ironically, I guess, fairy tale-ish. It's literally a telenovela, but like in English, but like also it takes the Mickey out of telenovelas. Like it's overly dramatic on purpose, but also rose tinted. I don't know, like it's a feel good show, right? And I really loved it, and I loved the feeling that you get from such a show. So 100%, if I watch Squid Games, I would need a Jane the Virgin to watch after. 100%. So I don't know what my current one is because I don't really have one. I've been watching too many reality shows. um I think you would like Better Off Ted and Always Sunny. Oh, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Do you know what? I always see Always Sunny in Philadelphia being recommended, but for some reason, I don't know why I've never clicked on it. I don't know, I've never clicked on it. It's just always being recommended there. Like I open it, Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm like, what's that? How come I never hear anybody talking about it? Swipe. But yeah, I will definitely check it out then. See, now I've heard somebody else say it. It's like, okay, I might be more willing to have a look, check it out a bit. Sometimes it's literally in the title for me. Like it's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know if it didn't quite bring me in. So and it doesn't just automatically play the trailers as well on my, like I don't use the TV. I watch on my any of my devices, phone, tablet, laptop, whatever. So it doesn't automatically play the preview, so I don't actually know what kind of show it's about to be. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna screenshot this part. Let me write it down actually. Um Let me write that down. So Better Off Ted and Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Let me write those down. And those are the ones I'm gonna check out. And that's on Netflix, right? Oh God, why is my phone acting up? Oh, phew. I thought it deleted all my notes. I thought I had accidentally deleted all my notes. I was about to crash out or cry. Just cry, really and truly. No, that's my whole life gone. Okay, let's see. So better. Let's put up the volume so I know what I'm typing. Off Ted. Always Sunny in. I'm just gonna write Philly, and I will know. Oh, not me opening the wrong tab. That's not the one. This one. This is the one that I need to check the other shows. Apparently Hulu has Better Off Ted. Okay, it's on Hulu. I don't have Hulu, but I could have Hulu. I could have Hulu. I didn't get Hulu before because all I was seeing from it is like, I don't know, I don't think they're on there anymore. They might be on something else, but I was like, all people talked about from Hulu was the Kardashians, and again, that's not my type of reality show to watch. So I don't think I've ever watched a single episode of the Kardashians. So I just want to be clear, like when I say I watch reality shows, I mean reality show. Let me see. No, you know what? There are some that I watch that are quite similar to that. There's things like there's Wags to Riches. What's the other one? I don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. What's the other one? The ones where people sell houses, selling blah blah blah, selling blah blah blah, selling Sunset, selling, you know, those ones. I've tried them a couple times. I do watch every now and then, on and off. And then obviously, okay, because I'm trying to think, what reality shows do I watch where people are living very opulent lives, and it's sort of, because I somehow feel like it somehow isn't very much in touch with reality for me. for me and for a lot of people. So I just feel really detached from a lot of it. So I don't really always want to watch that sort of thing. But I watch, you know, like, I don't know, Love is Blind, because some of the people are interesting. And also, what else do I watch? Not a lot at this point in time, you know. I want to like up my TV show game, TV shows, and what do you call it, movies and all of that. But I prefer series. I prefer to watch series than a movie. I get so disappointed when I watch a movie. I'm spoiled now. I'm spoiled now by these streaming services because I want to watch something and it takes me 3 days to watch it. I don't want to watch a movie and finish and that's it. It's like, okay, so what do I do with myself now? But yeah, thank you so much for the amazing suggestions. Let's see. Soman said it's a bit late here, but thank you so much for tuning in, Soman. I really appreciate it. Currently, oops, let's see. No, I wasn't talking to you. Why is this? Okay. First of all, my speech to text thing wants to activate. Next, it swipes away. Gosh. Watching series is so much more character and story development. Thank you. Right? Right? Like I'm always left thinking, so what happened? What if they did this next when it's a movie? Like, what if they did that next? What if, you know, like there's so much more to buy into. Like it's so much more meaty when it's like a series, and especially a well-written one. A well-written series literally feeds the soul. Like I feel like that was really satisfying, that was really good to watch. Can't wait for the next series, you know. But yeah, I'm really looking for a new series to watch. So thank you for all those. Landman, um wow, you watch a lot of shows, you know. I love that. You watch so many shows. Um, Netflix, Prime, HBO Max, and Paramount. But Paramount is not good most of the time. Landman is good and Tulsa King is good. Okay, so I have Prime. I do have Prime. But I know there's some shows or whatever that you have to pay for. Some of them aren't just available with the regular package, so I don't know. But I do have Prime, and that's where I watched This Is Us. So if you can think of anything on Prime, I would 100% go and check it out. I am awake. Whoa, 20 hours a day. Some of it has to be filled with some of it has to be filled with TV. You know what? Why are you awake 20 hours a day? That's 4 hours of sleep. Wow. That's 4 hours of sleep. But yeah, so on Prime there's Reacher, Rings of Power. Rings of Power is super good. Thoroughly enjoy. Okay, so I'm gonna try those. I'm gonna check those out on Prime. Reacher, let me not screenshot, let me just write it down. Reacher, Rings of Power. Let me hold up. Wait a minute. Reacher, Power. Hopefully I wrote it right. Yeah, I did. I should label it that it's on Prime. Prime. And then put a star next to it so I know that it's on Prime. Okay. Well, that was extremely satisfying. Well, thank you. I feel like I've got so much. Do you know when you feel like a bit lost? Like, what do I do? What do I do with my time? I mean, I was going to say I don't have a lot of time, but I have time for me. I want some time for me. How do I, how do I entertain myself? You know, um, and usually just scrolling and trying to find something, it's like it gets boring in itself, especially if the first maybe two or three things you look at end up being disappointing. So it's like, ugh, forget it. I'm gonna go and just what do I do? I go watch a reality show. I go watch a reality show. That's it. But aimless scrolling is just the worst. But yeah, let's see. Oops. Yeah, I'm British. Well, I'm not British. Well, I am British, but I am in the UK. My accent, you're asking what my accent is. Um, it's Kenyan because I'm from Kenya, but also I've grown up here in the UK. So yeah, the boys. I've heard about the boys. I've heard about the boys. So I'm gonna write that down as well and check it out. Um, let's see. Let me write it down. Let me write down the boys. The boys. Okay. I've written down I've written down 5 series. So I think I'm good. I think I'm good for now. I need to find my way back to the chat. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for interacting. It's really amazing of you. Um, what's Guy Ritchie movies? What's that? Oh, Lock, Stock. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, I haven't watched any of those. What was Guy Ritchie in that? I'm trying to think. Was it Pretty Woman or was that somebody else? Listen, let me not talk. There was something that he was in that definitely I did definitely watch, but not the legendary ones that he was in. Not the action. Is it action? Do I mean action? I guess. Yeah, not those ones. Um, yeah, okay, Guy Ritchie. You know what? Did I mix him up with what's the other guy's name now? See, his name is gone. Who was in Pretty Woman? That's gonna bother me, so now I need to look it up. Pretty Woman. Let's see. Oh, Richard Gere. That was Richard Gere. It was Richard Gere. Oh, see, okay. I'll mix it up with Richard Gere. But all right, so yeah, Madonna's, yeah. I know Guy Ritchie in my head. Here's the thing, when my eyesight became not too great to where it is now, I kind of like I'm a visual person, fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know, but I'm such a visual person. And so somebody's name usually goes with an image. And I don't know if that's the same for everybody, but somebody's name goes with an image of how I remember them. Not necessarily, I don't know, not necessarily them as they are, if you see what I mean, but like an image of maybe them in a certain scene or them attending a certain show, if that makes sense, or a certain, what do you call, awards show, whatever, red carpet. Like there's an image of a person that will sit in my head, and that's how I remember them. Like I hear that name, image comes up, name, image. So the more the more eyesight I've lost, the less able I've been able to do that. The less able I've been to do that. That's able twice. Oh my gosh, forgot that I'm tired. The less able I've been to do that, and so it's been a bit more difficult to keep track of who's who, and especially learning. And you know how we use in the English language, in language really, we say, oh, I see some new faces here. You know, there are some new faces to watch out for. Really, they mean new people, right? So I've really not been able to keep up with people's faces or who they are. I could literally know somebody's name, but have no idea what they might look like or what their aesthetic might be. Let's put it that way. And I realized this the other day because what was it? It was one of those videos that was talking about just one of those pop culture commentary videos talking about how aesthetics and style and whatever has changed over the past 10 years or so. Like apparently there's a new era and people are moving on to a different sort of look and blah blah blah. And in that video, or in that maybe picture, in that video they showed some pictures of some people, and I know their name. I know their name, right? But I remember them differently. So if I see how they've evolved now, if I try and if I came across them, I literally wouldn't be able to recognize them because I've not been able to look. You know how you can look at people and keep track of how people change and grow and develop over time, if that makes sense. I just have that one image of when I could see clearly, or clearer at least, of them, and I don't have an image of them now. So yeah, anyway, point is, the less able I've been able to use my I guess photographic memory in a way of things and people, the less able I've been to keep up with who's who and which name belongs to where and how and who and all of that. So that's something you've actually I've just realized I probably need to try and find something around, a way around it. Can't just get lost in people's names and whatever. Need to find a new way to do it. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I am now gonna go off and find which one of those shows I'll watch, and then probably like one of those comfort shows as well, and relax. Woosah. It has been quite a day. A lovely day, but quite a day nonetheless. So, yeah, I just need to go and get a lovely soak and then rest and watch something nicely. Um, Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you tomorrow. Same energy, same vibes, same me. And yeah, thank you. Don't forget, like, comment on this video once it goes up as a stream, as a video rather, because currently it's a stream. It would really, really help me out. Maybe comment with a movie recommendation or a series. I prefer series recommendation, and I would say stick to Prime or Netflix because I don't have currently have any other streaming. So, oh, I have Apple TV. I have Apple TV. So yeah, so Apple TV, Prime, or Netflix, recommend something. And one thing I used to do in Live a Little was review, like watch a show and come and talk to you guys about it. So I would like to maybe do that as well for Live Out Loud for one of these days, because as you can see, I love talking about, I love talking TV. And I want to get into a bit more detail, like from my perspective, because I feel like the way I watch things is a lot different, because audio description, just the way I watch stuff is different, let's put it that way. So I'd love to bring that on here and also add to the fact that, hey, us visually impaired people are here consuming media, so include us, put characters like us, and things like that. So yeah, characters that we can actually relate to, characters that look like us, that feel like us, that have our similar lived experience. Do you know what I mean? But also they're not just there to be a one, what's the word? I've forgotten what the word is. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it, basically. Like, really give them a proper character. Like, I would say Jack from This Is Us, who was Jack Jr., I guess, who was Kate's son. That was really good. I listen, that was really good the way they did that. Okay, that amazing, beautiful, fantastic. So I want to see more people like that. And recently I was watching a review, and I'm not gonna go watch the whole thing to come back and review it, but I was watching a review, and I did make a quick shorts video about it, but I don't know if you didn't watch it. It was basically Kenny JD. She does a lot of movie and TV shows and whatever reviews, so definitely my bag, definitely someone I love watching here on YouTube. And she was talking about, I think it's called Duplicity. um and I was so excited because there was a character in there who a she, I don't know if she was totally blind, but let's say a visually impaired lady, and the character was there. She was just being a regular person. She was brought in to be somebody's love interest. I was so excited. I was like, yes, oh my gosh, finally somebody gets it. But at the end of the show, for them to, I guess, make it a nice, tie the plot into a nice little, with a nice little bow, as they call it, neat little bow. um they wrote the character, they wrote a cure for the character. So they made that, I don't know, they made it so that she got cured somehow. And I was like, why? That's nice, right? That's nice, but also, why in a movie that didn't have to do that, why couldn't they just leave it that the lady is happy in a happy married relationship with her husband, happily living life, as she was? Like, why did it have to be that for her life to be complete, she has to go back to being non-disabled? Why did it have to be like that? So there's definitely little, you know, sort of ways that I find when they bring in characters like myself and other people like me, that are really, really good. Like All the Light We Cannot See as well. I actually got to go and watch that as a at a private screening. It's a private screening, premiere screening thingy situation at Netflix. Basically, Netflix had a screening and I was invited and I got to watch it, and it was amazing, and I couldn't wait to get home and finish watching. And finish watching. Well, not well, it hadn't been released yet, so I couldn't wait for it to be released so I could actually watch the rest of the episodes. But it was nice to see a leading character who was blind, who was living her life. She was just being a regular person, independent. She was, you know, just being a person, you know. It wasn't about, oh, she's blind, oh, this, that. She was just a person. And it was really beautifully done. And yeah, this is my point. I love watching TV shows and series and movies and all of that. And what makes me super extra sparkly happy is when there's beautiful representation as well, because it's always nice to see ourselves in the things that we entertain ourselves with, if that makes sense. So yeah, not me saying goodbye and ending up talking for another like 15-20 minutes. Typical me. Typical me. But yeah, okay, so I really will now go. Not trendy to keep a husband anymore. Oh my gosh. Um, what's not trendy? To have a husband. Um, I'm back, just changed my name. Hey, are you Sebastian? Um, let's see. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Um, let's see. Not me just chatting away, not really checking what's happening in here. I'm aware of this, but you have to, and um the best hairstyles. I'll take it. You know, I'm just gonna read this out loud. Um, let's see. So, I have I have to be honest. I have to be honest. I am aware of this, but you have read what? You have read every word, and I saw a few short videos. How is it a blind girl reads all my words and has the best hairstyles? So I have 5% eyesight in one eye and the other one doesn't work. So that's what I use to navigate the chat. It's not easy, admittedly. It's really not easy, but when you find you want to do something, where there's a will, there's a way. If you find like you're really passionate and really interested in something, you will find a way. And for me, it has been making videos, editing, things like that, content related stuff, right? Like originally, I'm really a person who loves storytelling. I love writing and things like that. And I had completely written off, pun intended, anything to do with literal like media stuff, like I don't know, making videos and movies. Okay, not movies, not yet anyway. Making videos and stuff like that. um but then like I said, there's nothing like being blind to make you see clearly, right? So for me, it I just kind of found it very, very necessary to remove all the limitations for myself Yeah, I'm not going to put walls and say I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this, I can't do that, because people like me can't do these things, this and that and the other. Yeah, so that's just where I am at the moment. It's like, okay, I want to do this. How can I find a way to do the thing that I want to do? And that's, that's how I look at things. Obviously, I can't, at the moment, I can't drive or fly a plane or be, I don't know, any kind of army related person or an astronaut or, there's things obviously at the moment anyway that I wouldn't be able to do because they require humans who have no impairments to do those things. But one day, you never know. But for now, there's things I can find a way around and how to do them. So with my 5% of eyesight, I bring this phone real close to my face, as you can see, and I can zoom in either all the way like that. Oh, what's this on my screen? There you go. Either all the way, this isn't all the way, it's a lot of the way, or I can zoom in kind of like this, like that. And then it depends on how close I can bring it to my face or what the background is like. If the background is like quiet, if I'm wearing something dark, let's say, because I'm usually in the background, aren't I? Then I would be able to read it more like this. And then I have a lot of settings on my phone as well for accessibility. So yeah, I just use the 5% that I have basically for anything visual. I use the 5% that I have. And then for the rest, I just kind of navigate. I have a few ways that I do things, and I navigate and I find my own way. But with hair, I wasn't talking to you. Come on, stop activating. Sorry. With hair, I just have an interest in hair. I've always had an interest in hair from when I was younger, from when I could actually see and when I could see a lot better, and then all the way until now. So I'm adventurous in that direction. Like I love trying different things. But yeah, okay, you guys, I was leaving. If you are if you ask me a question, I start talking, and you know me, like one question equals 20 minutes of talking because I go on tangents, and the tangents give birth to more tangents, and those tangents give birth to more tangents, and then before I know it, I find myself all the way over there, and it's like, wait, I need to come back. That's just how my brain works. It just, it goes, wee, run away with the point. So yeah, I'm really sorry, but I'll have to cut the conversation short now. Great work, thank you. Hey Ryan, you're here today. My buddy Dominic said he can only see movement. He said if it is not moving, he can't see it. His eyes are identical to yours. Ah, that's what we came here for, to chat. So with the movement thing, I can relate to that. So my eye condition is a little bit complicated, and even I didn't know how complicated it is until it showed me. Until until it showed me how complex things could get, that's when I found out. But I didn't know, like I'd just gone through my whole childhood and early adulthood, just like, oh yeah, no, I have uveitis, okay, cool, and I have an eye condition, okay, cool, I just have to take some medication and go to the doctor maybe once or twice a year, and that's it, right? But what I eventually learned about my eye condition is that there are days where, and I don't know what causes it, so every day I'm kind of on tenterhooks. I don't know, like the doctors haven't been able to tell me what causes it, but what happens is sometimes I wake up and everything is completely blurry. And so that shadows thing is what I may be able to see, but sometimes it goes so blurry that I just know the lights are on or off. It's day or it's night. Do you see what I mean? Like I just so completely blurred. I can't see shadows, nothing. Um I mean, well, yeah, I can see the light is on, not nothing, nothing. But so I can relate to that. And it's really interesting to go from one end to the other. And I know 5% isn't one end. And I've had more eyesight before. I've had 10%, I've had 15%, I've had 20%, 25, and so on and so forth. It's just slowly gotten down, 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 down to where it is now. And I found that like I've just adapted as time has gone by. But yeah, I have days where, or not days necessarily, like I have time periods where I've had flare ups, and with the flare ups, I can see nothing, like just lights on or off. And then when it's improving, I start seeing shadows, and that's when I'm like, oh my gosh, my eyesight is coming back, you guys. And it can take anything from 1 to 2 weeks to 3 months. Like, we don't know. So I could have those flare-ups and things come back slowly. And for me, the most exciting part is when I start seeing colors. And it's like, yes. Because when I start seeing colors, when the colors start coming through more vibrantly, like I can be like, okay, that's where there's grass, that's where there's a fence, that's where there's this. When I can start like, telling what is where, oh my gosh, what's where, and where it starts and ends and all of that, then it's like, okay, so we're nearly there. And then it clears up. And honestly, my eyesight, even the 5%, it's obviously not that clear. There's so much that I still don't see, but I've learned to kind of work with it. So the way that I'm saying I can tell colors, or if it's color contrast sort of things, but I can't see the ground. Like, the ground is a mystery to me. It needs to be, do you know what, for me to tell anything properly or in a reasonable way, it needs to be like here. Okay. And so obviously the ground isn't going to be right next to my face, is it? And anything at a distance from, okay, see where you guys are. You're on my phone, which is right here. I can't actually can't actually see the phone. It's complex. It's complex to explain it. But yeah, I've basically just learned how to use outlines and color combinations to tell what's happening where, when, and how. But the ground is very difficult to navigate. So I use a cane, or if I'm with someone who knows, or someone with me, then they'll guide me. They'll tell me, oh, there's a step here, there's this and that there, there's a wall there, don't walk into it. Things like that. And then what was the other thing? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Or if it's like a place that I'm used to, then I know what I'm doing anyway. I know there's gonna be, oh, there's gonna be an incline here, there's gonna be a curb here, there's going to be, if it's a path or a route that I'm used to, then I'm fine by myself. I don't even need to use my cane, really. I can just walk. Unless there's surprises. Unless there's surprises, which sometimes there tends to be, like bins and some, when it's bin day or things like that anyway. But yeah, that's enough about my that's enough about my, I guess, struggles, blind girl struggles in life, going out and about. But yeah, so with phones, with computers, and all devices, I use both screen reading and magnification. So when I type something, it talks. When I type, it talks. When it's a lot of text, then I make it read for me. Basically, it reads to me, and that's it. And I zoom in as well. So those are the things that I do. And color contrast, it's always on dark mode. Always dark mode, nothing else. Always has to be dark mode. But yeah, let's see. I'm in a flute band. Oh, that's why. Oh, sorry, Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. Sorry to hear that. Um, let's see. Have my other senses improved, hearing, touch, and taste? The one that's improved, I would say, or I'm most in tune, more in tune with, I've grown to be more in tune with, is hearing, because I use it for really most things. Okay, there's obviously touch, like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I use my hearing more than, but I think the touch one is very, it's just obvious, isn't it? Like, I just feel my way around, it's obvious. But for hearing is the one that I've noticed. I use my hearing literally when I'm in the kitchen cooking, I'm listening to how the food is interacting with the pot and the heat. I'm listening to the food, and that's why I don't like loud music or anything that could distract me from hearing what's going on around me. I tend to have to be very alert in terms of hearing around me, and knowing my surroundings and all of that, because I can't always see it. So my hearing has improved, especially when I'm walking out and about as well. When I'm at home, like I just mentioned with the cooking, hearing where my kids are, because they go up and down all over the place, like hearing who's where doing what. Is somebody stealing some chocolates? Things like that, because literally I could be in the same room as them and they know I wouldn't spot it. So they start taking things or sneaking or trying to. I would say trying to. And they're like, what? Put the such and such down. And I'm like, oh, how did you know? Or don't do that. Put that down. Go back that way. What did I say about the this and this? And it's like, oh. So they do get caught out. Another way they get caught out is let's say if it's what was the drink called? There's a fizzy drink that my son really likes, and it's like you can't have too much of it, just have the one glass and move on. um I forgot. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. So I could actually tell if he's gone and taken some if I'm in the room, in the room with him when he's drinking the Dr. Pepper. Like he'll just go, maybe get some water, whatever, get some water. In a cup and sit with it, and like, because I didn't see what was happening, but I can still smell the Dr. Pepper in your cup. Okay. I saw another blind mom. She did a really funny sort of short video, and what did she call it? Like, how does a blind mom know when her kids have been eating chocolates? And she basically just asked them to like go just go ah, and she just well, I guess sniffed their mouths, and that was it. It's like, yep, you've had some chocolate. It's really that simple sometimes. It's just you get caught out like that. Oh, they get caught out like that. You can't sneak things past me. I will hear you. If I fail to hear you, I will smell something's going on with the food. Okay. What's the other thing? Yeah, that's it. Like feeling, that's different. Like I'd have to literally be all up everywhere. Like I don't know, looking for stuff. The one thing I don't like is like looking for stuff on the floor. I actually use my feet to do that. I don't just use my hands. But yeah, you guys. um, I will. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you know what? I'm actually writing a superhero based on me, and that should actually be her catchphrase. That should be a catchphrase. It should be like, no matter what you're up to, or something like, what is it? I'll think about it, but yeah, I will hear you, or I will smell you. Let's see. He also tells me he knows where the racquetball is because he hears it coming. Yeah, 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 exactly. Like you'd be surprised what we can hear. And then I know like there's a football that blind people play. I think is it called goalball? There's football basically that blind people play, and it's like the ball has like some jingly jangly whatever filling in it or something. Is it called a filling? I don't know what the word is. So it makes a sound like like a shaker. It makes a sound, and they play football. I say they because I have no interest in football whatsoever, but I was like, oh, that's really cool. Enjoy. But yeah, like there's always a way to do so many things, so many things. We do sports. Yeah, we do skiing. Not me. I don't ski. I don't know if that's something I feel like that's something I want to try actually. I definitely would want to try skiing one day. I want to learn how to ski. I want to learn how to skate as well. Um, when I was a child, I was always too scared to do things that are like on wheels or sliding along, you know what I mean? So skating, skateboard, what's the other one? What did I just say? Skating, ice skating, sorry, then skating like roller skating, and then skateboards, things like that. I was just like, I don't want to do it. What if I fall and get hurt? It's like that's part of the process. Now I'm like, live a little, live out loud. Live a little part two, live out loud. So I want to try it, but I'm low-key scared also because I'm like, oh, but I'm an adult now. That fall that fall might not be as easily recoverable like when I was a child. But you guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we will catch up tomorrow. I'm here every day. So it'd be good to see you here every day. Let's catch up, let's chat. It doesn't have to be a serious conversation. Like I said, we can have the serious bits when I have like, okay, we're gonna self-reflect like in therapy and then move on to other things, or I might have something that I want to talk to you guys about. I will come back and talk to you guys about a TV show or two. There is a YouTube video here that I want to react to. What was it? About the Nigerian guy who went to live in Yakutia, which is apparently the coldest place on earth, which I found very fascinating. It was a video posted on, what was his name? Tayo Aina's channel. I will be sure to find some time next week, some quiet time, and actually watch the video with you guys and like react to it and everything, because it's amazing. Like I find it so fascinating how people there live, the way they they use ice to drink water, to make water, which logical, makes sense. But my question was, let me not talk too much, you know what, we'll fight. We'll talk about it when I react to it, because I have questions and I have comments and somebody needs to hear it. So yeah, so look out for that next week. I'll be reacting to that video. You can go and watch it by yourself in your own time if you want to, before the reaction. So yeah, have a wonderful day, have a wonderful evening. I'm off to have a lovely bubble bath, and then I'm gonna watch a couple bits and bobs and relax. Woosah. Yeah, and don't forget, no one else is you, and that is your superpower. Live out loud. All right, I'm just gonna check. I see the chat is moving. Whoops, accidentally. Ooh, hold on. I swiped down accidentally, but I came across someone doing their hair. So now I'm like, ooh, what are they doing? I'll show you. Wait, should I show you? Wait, hold on. I don't know what she's saying first. I think she's doing her hair. I'm not sure, but yeah, accidentally swiped down. Anyway, let me go and watch that. Go and watch. Support the girl. I can't find what her name is. She's got a lot of viewers on there too. What's her name? Let me find her name. Ayana Lashir. Yeah, go and watch. She's on live. All right. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you, and yeah, have a lovely evening. Bye.